windy day in the windy city here at Adcock Vale at Gqeberha, visiting the amazing creative by the name of Khanya Cewu, a fine artist currently exploring the depths of sculpting and many more areas. Well, we should go inside and check out what she has in store for us. And as said, ladies and gentlemen, seated with me is the creative for today, Khanya Cewu, and she'll be telling us how she got to be this fine artist that she is today and how she's come a long way. So, Khanya, firstly, how are you?
I'm good, Lumina. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Thank you for bringing us into your home and just giving us this opportunity to get to know you better.
I'm even more grateful to have you guys here. It's amazing.
So, let's start here. Please do tell us, right? How did this whole thing begin? Who is Khanya actually? Who is Khanya not only as the person, but who is Khanya also as the artist?
Okay, so Khanya is a young girl from PE, Gqeberha, as you all know. And I'm just a young girl who's who loves what she does. So I'm a visual artist, and I really enjoy this whole space of being a visual artist because I've discovered it in a very young age. When I was in primary school, grade 3, I saw that I gravitate towards the creative side of life, and I never stopped feeding that creativity in me and seeing where it takes me, and I've grown throughout the years loving this whole creative space. So I know I'm yet to grow. I don't really. I am an artist, but I'm an artist in learning. I'm still learning myself as an artist. I can't say I've arrived now, but there's so much growth.
Yes, there's so much to explore as an artist.
Exactly.
You can imagine.
Exactly.
So, Khanya, I see that your subject matter, the portraits that you usually do, they focus on people. And what influences you? What comes to mind, when you are doing these creations? What is your story, basically?
Well, I really love people. Faith-wise, I know that we're all made in God's image. And, there's so much depth in who people are. It's not just the face. Someone comes with their own story, and their face is just basically it's like a shell, but there's so much more into them someone is. So I like to capture the essence of that person. Not that you can show exactly who that person is through a portrait, but just to capture a moment in time of that person, and the person who views the work will just see what they interpret through that
moment
portrait.
captured. Yes.
Yeah, so that's why I really love doing that. And I just enjoy people in general, so I like to showcase that through my work.
Having shown people your work, as you're saying that you document people, and I'm sure everybody loves to be drawn and appreciate it.
100%.
So how have the responses that you've gotten from, the people that, as one, I've actually had an artwork. Okay, she's drawn me. She's drawn my father and my brother and I, right?
Yes.
And I had no idea. And I came across her work on Instagram, and that was a few years ago. And just seeing you having grown from, that I remember it was charcoal or pencil, and then seeing you be an all-rounder, a fine artist, a painter. Please tell me how that process and that transitioning, that just journey has been for you.
Sure, it goes way back. So you must not despise small beginnings. So just as I've said a little bit, it started in grade 3, it's just drawing just like any other kid,
Yes.
But you constantly practice, everyone starts somewhere. So it doesn't matter how big or small the start is, you just have to keep going. And then as you keep going, you'll see that there's so much that lies ahead, and you just only get better. So the journey has been really rewarding. It's got me to this moment, and I know it's going to get me even far if I continue feeding the flame and fanning the flame of being a creative. And it's been a really humbling journey. You learn from your mistakes. The last portrait I did that time, I thought it was really good, but I look back and I've seen, I've grown so much more. I can only get better. So you just keep refining your gift, because everyone is gifted in their own way, but you have to keep on putting in the work and growing, and you only will just get better. Yeah.
So I've seen that in your moment of growth, in you bettering yourself, you've also ventured into sculpting. Please tell us about that, because I'm very interested.
So sculpting, I was more in the varsity stage of being a creative. I really tried it because I'm I want to get out my comfort zone. I always draw 2D on like a flat surface. I want to see how it's going to be different when I do it in a whole three-dimensional space. So in that way, it's more hard because you have to consider all the angles. You know, you can't have like a flat face.
Yeah.
You have a profile, you have a back, you have a neck. So you really have to look around the person's face, you know, and make sure that the angles really, like, you know, come together, the proportions.
And everything is in proportion.
Yes. So that is where, like, that started around when I was like 18, going into sculpture, and it's been very challenging, but very much rewarding because it's like you're starting all over again. Like you're like a child all over again. Like you don't know what you're doing now. So you just have to keep on practicing, you know, like learn from those who have mastered the craft.
Yes, indeed.
Because they definitely know way more than you. So it's just more humbling, you know, venturing into something that you're not used to.
Yes.
So it's been humbling. That's what.
But I truly admire how you go out of your comfort zone and how she's been, like, you've been consistently saying growth. And I think as an artist, it resonates with me that you cannot restrict yourself to one thing.
Yes,
the beauty of seeing your work and all the processes and the stages. So it's really beautiful, and having been someone to see you go through all of these stages and to see you in the grade 8 form to the woman that you are today, it's really beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So do tell me, okay, what would you like, you know, what can we look forward to seeing in the future from Ukhanya Ceu?
Okay, so like definitely more portraits, but like going into more of just like adventuring into different avenues in the art space. So I definitely in future want to be like more of a creative director and just see different side of creativity more than just fine art. You know.
Indeed.
So I just want to really like maximize my gift in all different ways and actually be super effective and also have a clear focus. Because I know someone used to say like you can't be a jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, a master of none. So you need to actually focus on one thing if you really want to master it, instead of doing 1,000 things at once, you know. So expect more focus from Kanya and focusing on one thing and mastering that. Yeah, that's what I want.
Wow, I could talk to you all day, Kanya, but we quickly have to head to an ad break. But we will be back talking to Kanya and seeing what more she has in store for us. Don't go anywhere here on Iron Art. And we're still here with Kanya, having so much fun and just talking about her work. So Kanya, let's just get right in. Tell me, what do you have prepared for us? Why all of these faces? I'm just seeing faces, beautiful faces, but also I'm seeing stories and so many powerful stories. I just have to start off by saying I love your choice of imagery. You always choose pictures that have reference images that have this powerful composition and angle, and I think that's why you achieve such emotional artworks. So okay, take it away.
Okay, so like I'll just start with the biggest one here. So this is an artwork of me and my granny. This was like last year when I graduated from my visual arts degree, and it was just a powerful moment with my granny alive and well, seeing this moment of me graduating, and I just wanted to capture that because I was speaking about it in my like honors. I'm still an honors student. I'm definitely graduating this year. I'm just putting it up there. I know it's gonna happen. I don't have the results yet, but I've received that.
I love the energy.
Anyways,
keeping that.
So
energy.
I was just speaking about how like my granny has like really impacted who I am today. She's like my mother. I call Mama. I call my granny Mama. So like I just wanted to celebrate her through my work and just acknowledge her presence in my life and how she's really played a huge role in the artist that I am today, because she's a thriving black woman and she's just done so much for the whole fam, you know. So I just wanted to honor her in this work.
Oh,
yes.
Wow, I'm sure she's really proud of the woman you've become, and I think this beautiful artwork right here just captures not only the accomplishment but also the relationship that you guys have.
100%.
Yes.
100%.
Right, let's take it away. I see more of Umama right here.
So this is also my granny, like in the kitchen, you know, just being herself. She's always working, thriving for her family, like cooking every day. My granny never misses a day cooking in the house, like all her life. Like I've always known her to be that person who does not cook.
Yes.
So yeah, just my granny in her element in the kitchen, and just to show her hands-on personality. Like she's not lazy.
And I also love the
Yeah.
fact that like you captured her in a simple daily, you know, environment,
yes,
showing that you
100%.
admire her for her realism, you know,
Yeah,
who
for
she
who
is.
she is,
You
yeah.
didn't glamorize her,
Yeah, no,
or
100%.
make her. You
Like,
just love her for
Who she is, she's more than enough. Like it does
Yes.
it for me. So
That's so beautiful.
yeah.
And then what do you have for us there, that side?
So this is just a portrait of a lady that I know. Her name is Tashi.
Mm.
And like I was touching with this topic, like how I sometimes just draw for fun. Like it doesn't really have to be like a deep meaning behind it.
Yes.
It's for my own enjoyment. I actually take pleasure in doing what I do. So it's just an outlet to express myself. You know, like we have our own daily responsibilities. They can weigh us down. So for me, art is just
An
me.
escape.
Yeah,
you know,
like just an
yes,
escape from
an
the
express-
daily.
An outlet.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's just what some of the work you'll see, that it's just for fun, like as the youth would say, for vibes.
For vibes. Vibes. All right. I love that. You know, I think that, you know, when you learn art history and all these dark artists from, you know, way back,
Yeah.
they make you think that in order to have a really powerful and beautiful artwork, it has to be some deep and sad story. But, you know, merely you expressing something in the moment and being genuine about it,
Yeah.
I think that's enough to consider an artwork,
100%.
you know, amazing. All right. So under her brand Soul Art Creation, Kanya has released a new series by the name of Fearfully and Wonderfully Made, and her whole message is so personal. Please just introduce that to us and just show us what you have in store.
Okay, so like this happened early last year. I was just like drawing my portraits and stuff like that, like having really no direction, just like aimlessly drawing portraits.
Yes.
But then I felt like, no man, like there should be a reason why like I draw these people. So I really stumbled upon like a scripture that most of us know, like we're all fearfully and wonderfully made, and like we're all made in the image of God. And like I just wanted to put that message on each portrait at the time, to just like highlight that we're not just aimless beings, you know, we're fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God for a purpose. And we should really like just acknowledge that we're not just here for no reason, you know.
And,
so yeah, I just
and
wanted to
truly
put that.
appreciate that. And I think that scripture is really powerful in helping one accept who they are, you know,
Yes.
and being reassured that even if you're not clear about where you are currently,
Yeah.
you know, you have a purpose.
100%.
And I really loved the fact that you created an entire series for this, because it's something that religiously or non-religiously one can relate to.
100%.
So, Kanya, let's just first you talk about your self-portrait, and then we'll just show the people what you have for us in the series.
Okay, so like this self-portrait I did this year. So I have this whole thing where I challenge myself. I do a self-portrait every year, and I actually want to get better every year, like, you know. And as we know, we all evolve, we grow, we change.
Yes.
So obviously my self-portraits won't be the same every single year. But this year was just more on like growth and focus, and that's why I put like two different moods of my face in this one picture that just shows, okay, I have this joy ahead of me, you know. So that's why it's like hence the smile. But like on next to the actual image is another like angle of my face, and it looks more like serious and like, you know. So like for that reason, I need to be more focused and sober-minded to reach that goal that I have ahead of me. Because I know that joy awaits, but you can't forget that you need to be self-disciplined, you need to be hardworking.
Yes.
You know, it comes with responsibility whenever you do get to a better version of yourself, or, you know, that better, you know, vision that you have of yourself in the future. It's going to come with a better you. You have to grow. You have to be equipped for that version of yourself.
That you need to be.
To maintain all the good that
and
will come your way.
responsibilities.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I just wanted to highlight that. And I'm sure everyone can relate with that, because we all have dreams as people. Like we want to, you know, we want to have more money, a better car, a better house. But that better income, better money, or better
Requires
house or whatever
work.
requires work and responsibility on your end. So yeah, that's why.
Wow. Well, my interpretation of this whole thing is so like close to what you were saying, and I think it links because in order for you to see that, it requires introspection.
100%.
And I'd recently done an artwork titled that. So when I saw this, it just reminded me of that word, introspection.
Yeah.
It almost looks as if you're looking in to yourself, or you're
100%.
analyzing your own growth
Yes,
and the person you are. And so I really think that that whole message is beautiful, and you've executed it quite well. So onto the series, okay? My favorite has to be this guy right here, okay? I just really love the color, okay? It was different from everything, but I also loved his mood, you know, how he was
Yeah.
just his whole body, and it evokes me a lot. I don't know, but I really love this, and even more so I love the message. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
please just tell us what more, you know, the stories, why you chose them, and you can take it away.
So like with that portrait, it was my first time drawing like a guy, if I'm being honest. Because I like to draw females because I'm a female, you know, like it's easier, you know. But like I was like, okay, for once, let me just draw a guy. And I really stumbled upon this picture, and I'm like, wow, this is like a really cool picture. And like I drew it out of like just loving the image.
The image,
and then
yes.
connecting it with the message that I have, you know. And yeah, like we all fearfully wanted to be made, not just the girl, but guys, men, women, all of us. You know, it doesn't matter. We all are made for a reason, like created for a reason by God. And it's a good thing. Like God sees us and he says that's good. Like he created that artwork. Like although we talk about artworks, like
We are works of art.
Exactly, we are
Yes,
all
we are
works of art. So
exactly.
everyone can, you know, take like that message and do it with
Whatever they
whatever
desire.
you wanna
Yes,
think about what I just said.
Well,
Yeah.
Kanye and I are going to keep going through all of this and get taken away. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.
Soon, but yeah, just this is the beginning of where the process and the magic happens. So yeah.
Take it away.
Okay. Okay, good. That's fine. So, I'm just gonna act like I'm in a classroom and I'm teaching people. Yes. So, like, I learned this in high school, right? I'm sure we went to the same high school and we had the same art teacher.
Yeah, so you also were one of the
say something?
Yes, just tell us what you've done so far.
Do I have to start now? Or is it like 5, 4, 3, go?
Whenever you're ready.
Those like time lapse
Videos. Yes,
Do I must I tell you when I'm satisfied and okay.
You're just gonna start talking.
Do I have to?
Yeah, talk, woman. Just tell us what you've done so far.
Okay. I can tell you like 3, 2, 1. Just a second. Okay, let me just use this one. Okay. Are you gonna tell me?
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready? Yeah.
Okay, hi everyone. So this is just the process. I don't know if you saw how it was in the beginning. So I was just adding with charcoal and my pencils, and I have like a bunch of pencils here, and you can't use just one pencil, you know. You have to use a bunch of pencils, and make sure that your pencils are super sharp, you know, and I would avoid using a sharpener if I'm being honest, because it actually just messes up your pencil. So you should use like a craft knife, you know. It's this, you know, thing. And you can buy it anywhere just to sharpen your pencils, and that keeps your lid, you know, intact. And yeah, you definitely will see the end product very soon, but this is just the beginning stages. It always looks light. Start working light and then build your shades as you go, and then your portrait will be more, to have more depth, you know, and have like your focus areas. So focus on your face, then complete your face, focus on your hair, then be done with your hair, and then your little things that are not like that important, like your top and then your neck. That's like very easy. But the most important aspect of your portrait has to be your face and your neck and like the hair, you know. You have to have a focus, and then everything else is just to put things in place to show that, okay, the person has actually a dress on or a necklace or whatever. So yeah, that's what's up.
Right. Thank you. If you would like to be on the other side of the screen, please make sure to contact us at content@bumakapa.tv. We are Bumakapa TV on all social media platforms. I have been your host for tonight, Lumilu January. I'd just like to thank Ukanya Tsewu for welcoming us into our home and truly just sharing a story as an artist and creative. It has been a great night here. Good night. That's it. I don't have anything.